Hi, everybody. Welcome. I'm Independent Epicure Director Krysta Hartlen Côté. Thank you so much for watching us live or watching the replay. I'm really excited to share with you a little bit about what the world of being part of the good food movement with Epicure is all about. So thank you so much for taking your time to hear about that tonight. Our founder and CEO here on the left is Amelia Warren, and on the right is Sylvie Rochette. And Sylvie founded the company in 22 years ago, actually now, and was just not really happy with what was available in the grocery store for her family, for Amelia and her brother, and decided to start making spice blends from home that she knew the ingredients of, and it kind of has just blossomed from there. Then our company was started out west in Western Canada in Victoria, British Columbia. It is still family owned, and everything is made in Canada that can be. Everything's packaged and mixed and blended and everything here on our property in Canada. And it's just a really wonderful thing to be part of a family-owned, debt-free company that is still run by its owners and not by investors or boards or anything like that. So what we're all about is good food real fast, helping people eat well and be well and get meals on the table in 20 minutes or less that are healthy and affordable and, of course, delicious. And we do that by sharing our good food mission. So it really is our mission to inspire people to live healthier, more meaningful lives by changing the way that they eat and by eating good food that's delicious, that's easy to make, and where you know what's in your food. We found that families really are hungry for good food real fast, and as we're looking at the marketplace and where things are in the US and Canada right now, especially, 1 in 2 adults and 1 in 3 children are overweight or obese, and that comes from the World Health Organization. 1 in 5 adults are living with chronic diseases like heart disease, cancer, diabetes, and that comes from the International Diabetes Federation. Millions of people are time starved when it comes to cooking for themselves, and if it's not you, then maybe it's somebody that you, well, probably is somebody that you know that feels like they want to cook, but they just don't have the time, don't have the knowledge, or just don't know where to begin. And according to the Center for Disease Control, approximately 80% of chronic disease can be prevented by what we put in our bodies. So changing our diet, changing our lifestyle, and that really can impact those kinds of things. Of course, there's things that aren't that other 20%, but gosh, that's a really big amount. And so we're here to help people learn how to and make it really, really easy and accessible for people to eat well and be well. We do this with our incredible ingredients that are worth sharing, that we feel like we can stand behind. So we've got easy to prepare meal solutions, we've got meal kits, and then we have really more artisanal items, crafted seasonings, sweets for those of us with a sweet tooth, which is like me, those that like desserts, but also some superfoods, and always keeping our finger on the pulse for what's trending globally for foods as well. It's all wholesome foods that you can enjoy and you can feel really good. There's not guilt associated with it. It's not ever feeling like you're eating bad foods or any of those kinds of things. You know it's delicious, you know where it comes from, and you can feel good about knowing what you're putting in your body. And like I said, it's really about helping meals go from raw to ready in 20 minutes or less. So our products are gluten-free, nut-free, no corn syrup, no hydrogenated fats, sugar and sodium conscious, are completely free of artificial colors, sweeteners, preservatives, all that kind of stuff. Our ingredients are ethically sourced. And like I said, if it can be grown in Canada, we use it, though our climate is not always so forgiving to herbs and spices. And we're over 85% non-GMO project verified now. We actually have on our website a never ever list. So your consultant that invited you to watch this today can tell you more about that if you'd like. You can find it on their website as well. There's a little peek of the image of it there on the left-hand side of the screen. In addition to all of that wonderful and delicious food that we offer you, we also have time-saving cookware, which is the key to helping the part for raw to ready in 20 minutes or less. The food obviously helps with the deliciousness. So we've got traditional and silicone cookware. We have perfect portion bakeware to make sure that we're supporting you in portion control, as well as all sorts of kitchen tools that help you save time. It's all about streamlining your kitchen prep and not having it be this big production, helping you cook faster with less of a mess, just quick, simple, easy. And silicone is so easy to clean. It really, really does help with cleanup. And all of our meals and recipes and tools all really support easy portioning of food to make it quick and easy to do dinner time, but also to have those leftovers for lunch too. Our Good Food Real Fast is all about having delicious, a wide variety of spice blends, yummy recipes, and this cookware that helps you change the way that you cook and eat and make it in a way that you can do it at home. You don't have to stress and worry about what's for dinner, but also the amazing thing, when we eat well, we feel our best, which is awesome. So we invite everybody to become a good food ambassador. If you've made your way here, you probably are a good food ambassador of some sort. But what we do is inspire others to eat better and to live healthier, to be somebody in your community that people can trust, to provide wholesome ingredients and life-changing kitchen solutions. Honestly, if you don't live in a major urban center and you maybe are somebody, for example, that has celiac disease, accessing gluten-free food is really not very easy if you're in a more remote area. And so being the person in that community that can support people and by having food that they know is safe and that they can trust is huge. And being that person that people can trust is a really big deal. So we invite everybody to embrace and promote the latest food trends, which is always fun as well. It's not just about the function and the taste, but always being on trend and what's new as well. And really, from a business standpoint, it's so easy to find customers everywhere because everybody eats. Again, now speaking about the business a little more, you get paid to do what you love, which is awesome. I mean, isn't that the dream for everybody to enjoy what their work is? So we lead cooking classes and everybody just loves being able to get people together, to cook together, to eat together, which is so nice. We do it so infrequently now. There's opportunities for people to reorder online themselves. You get a personal e-commerce website for people to shop from you 24/7. We get paid weekly on Fridays, and we are opening the United States market this summer. What that means is, and sometimes with different companies, they do this all differently, but what we're going to be doing here at Epicure is if you are in Canada, you are able to sponsor and build a team of people that are in the US and in Canada. You're also able to share with your friends and family and customers in either country. So that, and the same thing, vice versa in the US. So it's across the border. You're able to do both, which is a huge opportunity for Canadians to grow their businesses and to build wealth here as well. We have access to samples, would make it really, really easy to meet new people. Who doesn't love to take home samples, right? For our host program, it's actually company funded. So nothing that's for our hosts, they're free and they're half off products. None of that comes out of your pocket, which is incredible. And we have a really, really generous host program with all sorts of great monthly exclusives, half off items, and free product, all depending on how well their cooking class does. And that's all paid for by the company. We have fundraisers, which is another great way to get good food into your community and to help make a difference. And the organization gets 40% of that, which is a huge profit margin for this type of fundraiser. And everything is very, very simple, very streamlined to organize for a fundraiser as well. We don't carry any inventory, so a lot of people are worried about dumping a lot of money into stock that they then have to try to sell. It's not like that at all. We have warehouses that take care of that, especially with food product. It makes sense to let the warehouse take care of the inventory management, and things directly ship pretty quickly out to the address of your choosing anywhere in Canada and soon anywhere in the US as well. Additionally, credit card payment processing is done for you, so you won't need to have a Square. You don't need to pay any fees for credit card payment processing or anything. Epicure takes care of it on that end, and that's just included in becoming a consultant. When you're part of Epicure, you're part of something bigger. It's not just about being in business for yourself and then kind of being a lone wolf. You are, yes, in business for yourself, but you're not alone in doing that. You have all sorts of support from your regional sales manager that's for your market, with our home office team, with your leader, whether that's me or somebody else. We have an awesome Facebook community for you to participate in. And there's also training and business tools on our back office, our website that's for consultant in our section called Epicure University, and that's available for you 24/7 as well. We've got team meetings, conferences. In fact, our first international conference is this year in Las Vegas in the beginning of August, leadership summits, retreats, and no shortage of opportunity to get together and be with others who love the Good Food mission as much as you do, to learn and to share. We have all sorts of marketing and social media resources that are created by our home office that help you spread the word so you don't have to reinvent the wheel as well. So I'd love you to think about what your reason is and why you want to be part of our Epicure community. There's 5 main reasons why people typically decide to come along this awesome ride with us. The first one is health and wellness, because we have the extensive product discounts. So consultants earn anywhere from 25 to 33% discount on their own purchases when they're not a host, when they're just purchasing as a customer. But as a host, you can also earn the half off and discounted items as well when you host your own cooking class. Of course, if you're a foodie, this is an awesome way to tickle your taste buds and really, really have fun and play around with that. If you're not, which is me, then you have access to a wonderful community of people who will help you do that. If you are already living a healthy lifestyle or want to be, this is a great way to fuel it. And you can inspire others with your wholesome, family-friendly meal solutions. There's so many people that are on all sorts of different diets, and they're cooking something different for themselves or eating differently for themselves than they are the rest of their family. And all of the food that we have is just normal, real, regular food that you can eat, everybody in your family can eat. The next reason why people become an Epicure consultant is money. You start a business because you want to make money. And so people use that for paying off debt. I know people who have been able to clear student loans, credit card debts, all sorts of different, personal loans, lines of credits, those kinds of things, and also cover expenses. So whether it's covering one particular bill every month and eventually 2 bills and 3 bills, or whether it is something bigger, like I know so many people who have built a home or been able to move or be in a more ideal home than their original home because of this business. It could be saving for, if you have kids, for their tuition, for their activities. I know that hockey and dance are very expensive activities, and this can help with that as well. You have an opportunity to travel so much of the world. And I have had the pleasure of being on several trips within Canada and the US already, and including my favorite probably was earning the incentive trip to Lisbon, Portugal, where I took my then fiance, now wife, on her first trip to Europe. We stayed at the Ritz-Carlton. It was absolutely incredible, all paid for by Epicure. And and in fact, today, all of the achievers of the most recent trip have just gone to Disney World. And for me, my income has paid for my wedding with cash. It helped us to buy our home, our first home, and is helping us with our honeymoon, which I'm leaving for in a couple of days, which is why I'm not on the trip to Disney World. And we earn an average of $100 at each cooking class. So you get to think about, if you were doing 1 to 2 cooking classes a week as a part-time job, what would you do with an extra $400 to $800 a month? What would you do if you were one of our executive income earners with over $400,000 a year, like Dana, my friend Dana, who's here in this beautiful orange shirt? She retired her husband when he was 41 years old from his military career because of this wonderful business. Another great reason why people decide to join Epicure is because of the friendship and the fun. Who doesn't love making new friends and having a fun time? So you get to have a wonderful network of people. Like I mentioned at my wedding, 2 of the people that stood beside me as I married my wife are people that I met from Epicure, and so many of the guests were there because of this wonderful business as well. It allows you to reconnect with old friends. I last week had an amazing opportunity at one of our Discover Epicure events in Michigan to connect with some friends from high school that I hadn't seen in a number of years in a really, really loving and authentic and wonderful way around food. Who doesn't love food too, right? There's so much laughter, there's so much joy, and really being part of something where when you go to work, you have fun and it's a positive community. Gosh, I mean, so many of us are doing the daily grind and not having fun and in a toxic environment. And this is really quite the opposite. It's lovely. And our community is so supportive, online and offline. I know that I can go anywhere in Canada and soon anywhere in the US, hopefully, where I can have a friend. If I needed to stay somewhere, I could stay overnight. I recently was traveling and had a travel delays. I think a lot of us are having these travel delays lately in Canada and the US with all of these Boeing planes that are grounded, and our travel plans are getting hiccuped. But I was looking for a place to stay as I had an overnight layover layover unexpectedly, and I immediately had several people offering to pick me up from the airport or to come and crash at their house. So it's really just a wonderful way to meet new friends as well. This is my friend Melanie here on her phone up in the left corner, and she is a full-time government employee, has a few kids, 3, and has a husband who is an RCMP officer. So she needs flexibility and gets to decide where, when, and how often she works. But we all do. We all get to make those decisions. We get to build our business in a way that works for us around the things that are important to us, and to grow at a pace that reflects your goals. If you're a goal getter and you want to go to the top really fast, you can. If you like to take things slow and, are good with kind of teetering along, that's totally fine. And you can do that as well. And when the time comes where things change, you can just flex up or down as it suits you. Another great reason why people love being part of our community is the opportunity for recognition and advancement. So like I mentioned, the travel, being recognized at our international conference and crossing the stage, lifestyle bonuses, which are from anywhere from $6,000 to $18,000 a year that are paid out monthly, earning promotions that you're in control of how fast you earn those. And people there celebrate your success every single step of the way. Where they're cheering you on. Some of these pictures are from our trip to the Dominican Republic last year when we were on the incentive trip at a beautiful resort where Jay-Z and Beyonce have a home as well. So I'd love to hear from you, or if you're watching this and you know me, or if you have been invited by somebody else, I'd love for you to share with them what your reason is for wanting to be here. Is it health and wellness and product discounts? Is it income? Is it friendship and fun? Is it flexibility? Is it the recognition and advancement? And maybe it's more of those things, but share with your consultant or with me what reason why you've decided to be part of our community is, and they'll help you build your business in a way that supports that reason. Now, you can launch your business with confidence, work at your own pace, like I said, to reach your financial goals. You've got all sorts of tools, ingredients, cookware, and you'll be able to build your business in no time, including with that e-commerce website. This is a picture here of what comes in the new consultant kit. So everything that you need to get started, from tools to cookware to recipe book to all the food, as well as a beautiful apron and your catalogs, of course. So are you living your epic life? Are you doing what you want to be doing with your life? We only have such a short period here on earth. So if we're not making the most of it, if we're not doing what we want to be doing with it, there's no time like the present to reevaluate that and to adjust, to make sure that you're living your life in the way that you want to be doing. So thank you again so much for watching. Thank you for being here. And I'm going to stop the recording and allow any questions for anybody that's attending. So have a wonderful night, everybody. Thank you. Bye-bye.